Hello and welcome to my second video of my Unreal Engine project. This time we will start programming and we start with a simple widget. When we build some buildings in our game, we don't have a lot of information about it. And today we want to make a widget when we hover a building, that the information about the building is shown on the screen. Should be pretty simple, but we have some work to do. I already prepared a function in my player controller when we hover a building, and now we can add the widget function here. When a building is hovered, it will show the info, and when no building is hovered, it will hide the info. Okay, how do we start? We will make an UI component like this. That means we start to create the widget class. We make a base C++ class for the widget and design the widget in the editor. So we run here C++ classes, each transport widgets, UI components, widget. Is it a widget component? No, use a widget. Use a widget. Next we call it view building info widget. So now, because we added a new class, no, stop. We have to rebuild the solution. It takes a while, but then we have the class, the C++ class added in the Visual Studio solution. So now, after rebuilding, we have view building info widget here, and then we start to remove the comments. I don't like this generic comments. Okay. Sometimes resharper needs his time. So, and then we can start. I like to copy things from other classes. We need a horizontal box and we need text boxes, I think. When we bind a widget here, we can add it in the blueprint and then we can design it. And it has the functionality defined here in the C++ code. We add native construct function when the widget is created. This function will trigger, so we can define some values. And now I'm not sure what we add here. I think we use text blocks. And bind them. So we have I have to think about it, what information we want to show, because it has to depend on the components the building has. So I start with the storage component, and we will add the text only when the referring building has a storage component, I think. Yes. That means we check our storage component. Our storage component has some storage, and this is what we want to show. Yes. But maybe if we use the transit component first, because every building has a transit component, it makes the first steps easier, and then we add the other information to the widget. Okay, then we have transit component, transit info label. And then we have outgoing transit, and then we have incoming transit. Or maybe we skip the label. We do it hard-coded for now. Okay. Now we check out which information our widget needs. In the constructor. We copy this one. Just to have a constructor, we don't need a time manager. We don't need this. Maybe we'll need the head, but we'll have it later. We have some errors. We have to define text block class. And then we have the widget. We will spawn the widget at the beginning and then hide it or show it when we hover. So this is working. We add it to the HUD widget. View building widget. Building info widget, view building info widget. So now we can add a few building info widget to the HUD widget, and then it will be shown there, I think. We will see. Okay, we add the functionality right now. There is still an error. We add the class here, and then we add a state. Show widget. show building info. So when this state is true, we will show the building info in our widget. That means we add to the player controller if the Harvard actor is a building, we set the building info active to true, and when it's not, we set it to false. And now in our widget we set the visibility of our widget to true or false when the game state, oh, that was wrong. When the game state changes. So custom HUD, no. View building image group. Complete, we have included. So and then we set it to visible or hidden. Basically, when we add the widget blueprint now, we can view it already when we have our building. I think so. And then we have to add the information, and then we're finished already. So we need wrong folder. Blueprints, no, not blueprints, widgets, UI components, and we create a new blueprint class with parent view building info widget. We call it widget blueprint view building info widget. We open it up, and then now we can see there are compiling errors because these binded objects are defined in the header class are missing, and when they're missing, this widget throws error. So we want it like the other widgets, so we could just copy it. So now we can see the horizontal box is good, and now we call it from outgoing transit and incoming transit text. Oh, We recompile. And then we have the correct names here, that's good. So, oh, maybe horizontal boxes is not good for this. Maybe I do a vertical box. Yes. We change it. We recompile. We replace this with a vertical box and we call it vertical box. Okay, and then we can add text boxes to text box to our vertical box. I will add a horizontal box first. And then do the label. And the text himself. So we have here the outgoing transit label, and here we have outgoing transit text, and then we add another horizontal. I will just copy it, add it here. Incoming transit label and incoming transit text. So outgoing transit incoming transit. We only do the decoding today and will not look nice, the widget. We will do it in another video or another stream. We have this widget with our text block. So default value is 0. Now we add this widget to our hard widget. Here we can define the position of our widget. So we have our default values here. And now we can move it to the right bottom of the screen. Now it should be directly in the right corner. No, we have to call it View Building Info Widget. Huh? View Building Info Widget. Why is it not working? It's not type live coding. I'm not sure what's happening. I think I have to add a custom widget. Oh, I think it's because I changed and did the live rebuilding. So now we check out again. Maybe we can add View Building Info Widget now. And rename it View Building Info Widget. Yes. And we place it again on the bottom. And we check out how it looks like when we start build a building. And nothing is happening, okay. We place it in the middle for testing, that we can be sure that we see it. Okay, now it is here. But nothing is happening. Let's add some breakpoints. First of all, we have to hide the widget in the beginning. We will find out where we're do it. So we set the visibility to hidden here. Then it's hidden at the start of the game. And now we check out if what is happening here. If we, with the breakpoint, if we would okay, check out the player controller. He sets the building to true, that's good. But nothing is happening with my widget. So we'll check out here. Oh. Oh, we have to refresh the HUD when we change it. So we will check out if it changed, because then we only refresh the HUD when something changed. And the same thing here. It's not perfect code, but we will refactor it later. I think there is an easier way to make this with less ifs. But it doesn't matter for now. Now our widget should be shown when we have a building and should be hidden when we have a low building. Let's see. Okay, we remove our breakpoints. We hope we don't need them anymore. We build a building. We have it. Yes. That's how we like it. Now we change the positioning again. To the bottom right. Then we check out if we can see it still. Okay, it's somewhere there. We want to size it to the content, and then it should be visible. Yes. Okay, now we want to add the information about the building to this widget. That means we check out how we did it here. No, that's not a good. So we make a function like this. Where we update the resources. We call it update information, the category custom view, building info widget. We'll stick this here. Now we hope that some AI helps us. No, too early. And to update the information, we just want to So where is this called? Okay, we will do it like this. We will update the pointer of the current building, and then we show the information, and then we update the information. That means we need a function in our HUD and when our hover object changes, we add it to the custom HUD, I would say, and then the widget can read it from the HUD. So the custom HUD needs is this smart? maybe yes, I think we will add it to the, yes, that's a good idea. We add a variable to our player controller where Harvard building. Wait a minute, no, we don't need it. When we refresh the HUD, we add a building currently Harvard building. It can be a constant, we don't change it. Then we add it here. We include buildings to our I don't get it why the AI does nothing sometimes. So now when we refresh the HUD, we will give the Harvard building, we pass the Harvard building to the HUD. Oh, I forgot the pointer. Oh, too far. Of course, it is a pointer to the building. And then we go back to the controller. Now this works. Now we check out. We have one more refresh HUD. Always in a null pointer there, and when a null pointer is sent, nothing changes. So if it is visible, we add the pointer. We add a pointer to a building. Currently covered building. We'll do a protected variable and add it to our update information function. And when update information function is called, the currently Harvard building is the new currently Harvard building. We have to declare the building class, add an include here, okay. Now we give the building to the widget, but so if we set the visibility of the building info widget to visible, then we want to update the information. Update information and pass the currently Harvard building. Okay, now in theory, when we hover, the pointer to the building should be stored in the widget. And then we only need a tick or a timer to refresh the widget informations. So okay, looks like it works. So So the widget knows about the building now. That's okay. Then we copy these timers. Building info timer rate. So we refresh it every half second for now. We can change it later if it is too slow. But I think it's good. It's enough. Okay. And then we add the timer to the construct. Then we change the name of this function. Vector rename. Set Harvard. Set active building. I will not risk it. Set building. Because we want our update information function. Update information for our timer. Update information. So update information is called every half a second, and we set our active building. But now we have an error somewhere. Yes, this one, because this is the wrong name of the function. Okay, now we have our building and we have a timer function. So, oh, AI wake up, we use it. I wanted to do this first, but when this is null, we'll do it only if it's not null. So I'm thinking about if I save a null pointer in the widget or I just leave the old widget pointer, no, not widget pointer, actor pointer, because it is hidden anyway. Or I can do it like this. I set it to null when we hide it. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's good. So now that we're here and we only update the information when there is a Harvard building set, and if it's a null pointer, update information will do nothing. I think this is the best way. So we have to include a text block. We have to include the transit component. Okay, now we have to think about it, how we get the components. The get transit component function does not exist. AI tried it, but it's okay. So here we already have a function where we can use it. So if the current building has a transit component, we set the text to outgoing transit and the incoming transit. Okay, I did strange stuff here. We will copy this one from our resource widget because we want it similar. Current input space. Oh, I see. I have to do it for multiple materials. Get complete outgoing transit. Returns me stored space. I don't want the complete. I think I want I want it for all types. This sums up all material types, and this gets me the outgoing transit for a specific material type. Yes, I think I have to do another hover. widget. So for now we show the complete outgoing transit, and then we do a hover widget. So we copy this from into so we add the complete amount and we add the incoming and outgoing transit. Then we will see but we will have to do a list for each material stored. I think so. But check out for now if it is working. Okay, 1, 2. That's good. 0, 1. Now we had a residential, incoming 5, outgoing 4. Yes. But now we want this for each material. In our case we only have one, but there will be some buildings producing more than one material, and therefore we want to show every material type in our information screen. First we need a functional transit component that we can find out which material types are stored in this component. Yes, we'll do it like this. This means we have a function which gives you an array of material types Is it smart? Yes. So get outgoing, get incoming material types, and that means we want the keys of the map. Get keys. Yes. Why does it not work? What does it do? Oh, I have to define the type. Okay, not like this. Maps are weird. Key array material type out array. Now this should so now it works, and then we return the out array. And the same with the incoming material types. Incoming transit. Okay, now we can get the material types from our transit component. That means when we go back to our widget, we now can loop them. So for transit component, get incoming material outgoing material types. Material type, loop type, loop, material types. And then outgoing material types, and then for each of this we can set, and now we have to add a text box for each of it. So our system with only one text block will not work anymore. That means yeah, we add it to the vertical box. Just simple as that. We remove these texts. We don't need them anymore, and we have our view recess widget, and this is we can use this. We also could write it in one text box. Now we will make a text box for each material type. It's easier to design it later. And that means we need this. So we get the name, and then we want this. We get the name of the material type, and get the current storage amount, current outgoing amount, current outgoing tail, no, this is wrong. And outgoing amount, is the transfer component. Get outgoing material, turn it off type, and use this type. No. This gives us material storage space. And then we can add here so we have this now we have to add a new text block for each material. New text block. Outgoing material text. Make a new text block. And we add this text block to our vertical box. And we have to set the text. We have to convert it to a text from string. This is the way. Good. Now we add vertical box. It's only outgoing transit right now, but we will add out here for us that we can see which one is outgoing and which one is incoming material. And then we do almost the same. The incoming material type. Incoming blah blah blah. Incoming storage space. Incoming material type. Incoming transit. Left, right, what's this? What happened here? Oh. I copied some wrong things. Current incoming amount. Incoming material type text. And here is in. Typo here. We fix this, we check if it works. No. Okay, wrong function to create the widget. Construct widget. Widget tree. Construct widget. I never used this, so I'm not sure. Widget here. Okay, let's see if this is working. incoming. Okay. Now we should see all the incoming and outgoing material on the buildings. We add some building here, here, here. We hover. Okay, it's working, but we are adding too much text boxes. Of course, we will have to do one. How we do it? I think we have to clean it. We have to remove all text boxes of the vertical box. Can we do clear? Clear children. We recompiling. And then there should only be one text block. Looks good. Now we want check incoming. Seems not to work. Yeah, here is the error. Incoming. We recompile. And then we hope we have the right Oh, now we can see here outgoing planks and incoming wood. And those are only out. And the storage building only should only have input. Nothing currently. When we make another worker. Yes, he brings the planks over here. Oh, income is still wrong. Why? Not sure why. We restart the editor sometimes when you do the live recompiling. It's not working as expected. Not sure what's the problem. So now it's buggy, planks. Why? And it's not stopping. In planks. Oh, it's not stopping at all. Why is it spammed with 0 planks? It has to be cleared. Every time. I think when we update the information. Because if there is no copy or not sure about it. Really not sure about what's happening here. They are not getting cleared. The vertical box is not cleared correctly. How is this even possible? Maybe there is an error somewhere else. Now. Now I can do a breakpoint here. Let's check. The children. So if we check this. Why are there still 5 children? When I clear them. That's interesting. We have planks. We have wood. That's interesting. I will Google right now why clear children doesn't clear all children. I really don't get it. Maybe they somehow call the same and this causes the problem. We try it out. We just name What's the problem? Oh. So we have to use this. This name conversion sucks so hard. Oh. So this is how we do it. So now we will see if this fixes our problem. And that not all children of the vertical box are removed. Not sure why this is the case, maybe because they had all the same name, I'm not sure. And it's only the planks which making the problems. Impel? Oh, it's the storage building. Okay, seems like we fixed the problem. Strange bug. We will see. It will come if it will come back or if it's fixed. So now we show all incoming and outgoing transits. The next step will be to show storage and intent and demanding input. Yes, that's what we're doing next. So now it's more like copy pasting because we use this function and I think we have to refactor because it's too much copy pasting now. So if we have a use storage component, then we storage component. So if the current building, Harvard building has a storage component, then we add this. Oh, wrong. We add the same function to the storage component, like in the transit component. Get storage material types, and then we take this. I like to copy around a lot and then later I refactor the entire code that I don't have that much duplicates. But it's not that bad for such small functions. And maybe I will add functionality to this. And then it makes sense. One by one is the way. So we have here storage material type. And storage space from our storage component. I get the storage transit storage of type. We use the storage material type, current storage amount, storage space, storage material type text, current storage amount, storage material type text, current storage amount. There are some hardcore dwellers now, but for this video it's okay. I will do some refactoring later. And here we have this storage material type text. So in this case we only need one. And theoretically we now should see the storage of the storage building. That would be nice. So now I can gather the fruits for the nice programming I did with my components, because it's so easy to do the same things for multiple different components, like now just copy it and rename the few variables. Of course it could be better, because now I do the same thing 3 times. I will make a function. So check out now mining factory storage and the worker. We have outgoing, we have incoming. We don't have storage components in factory, or so we build another mining building and another worker. Nobody's bringing anything to the storage. Why? No. Yes, storage, 3 planks, 2 wood. 7 wood here. That's nice. Good. Now we do the same thing for the demanding component. Copy pasting again. I can skip this in the video. Information to myself. So we have demanding component. We have to add it, include it. So we get the demanding component of the building. Then we add the function to the demanding component. Copy it from here. Get the material types. The array. Okay, copy it from. I'm really disappointed from my AI colleague today. He did almost nothing. Normally he's better. Get demand. Okay, rename it get input material types. Input material types. Then we can get input. We rename this to incoming and outgoing. We will make it prettier later. For this, it's okay right now. So input material type. Then we have the demanding component here. get input of type input material type, current input amount, input storage space, so current input amount, storage input amount, and we set text to current input amount, and we write input here. This is our label currently, but there is space to improve. Now we check out if everything is shown correctly. And then we finish this video. I think it's already very long. Yes, about 2 hours. And we go on. So storage, mining factory, second factory doesn't matter. And then we add another mining building. Okay, now we can. Okay, my workers are stuck. I build a new one. Okay, we see the incoming, the outgoing, and the input. Nothing is in the storage right now. We wait a little until the input of R is full. Can there be 11 input? Is this true? Can we store that much? Input 11. Now it's 10. Not sure. Oh, he takes the wood from the storage, brings it to the factory, and then he brings the wood from the mining building to the storage. That's because the storage building is nearer to the factory building than the mining building. If it would be changed, he would bring directly from the mining building to the factory building. Okay, I think we are done for today, for this video. And we make a small recap of what we did today. Hello to the summary of my video today. We added a widget to our Unreal Engine project. We want to see the information about buildings when we hover over there. So I will show you first what exactly we did. So when we build some buildings and we look at the buildings and hover over this, for example, on the bottom right, you can see there is information about the transport of this building. So the mining building has only outgoing wood because it produces wood. The factory building has outgoing planks but has incoming wood, and in the input storage is already wood. And if the input storage is full, the wood will be put into the storage. I'll just have a look because I think there is an error in the transportation system, because the input shouldn't be more than 10 like now, but there was, you saw it on the video, it was 15 once. So we'll check this behavior next time and we go on. So you can see we have this widget left and right, and I think I start with the recap again, because I talked about other stuff and the recap should be short. So we'll start again. Hello to the summary of our video today. We added a widget to our buildings. When we hover over the building, it shows some information about the transport to and from the building. Like you see here, this is a factory building. We have outgoing planks, we have incoming wood, and we have 7 wood in the input storage. When we check the storage building, we have incoming 5 wood, and now it switched to storage 5 wood. And the mining building only has outgoing storage, and the wood is increasing, like you see on the bottom right of my screen. So how did we do this? I will show you the widgets and then the code. We added a UI component, a widget blueprint, view building info widget. It's not very complicated. There are some text boxes we actually don't need anymore, because we create them dynamically. Check out if it still works. Yes, no problem. So we have this empty widget with a vertical box, and this vertical box is filled from that C++ class. If you build in info widget, and this whole widget component, like I call them, or UI component, is inside this HUD widget. This HUD widget was already part of the project, and now it just contains one more widget on the bottom right of the screen, and it is sized to the content. So that's why we can't see it right now. But when there is content inside, we can see it. Maybe we put in default values to show it on this screen. And this is all that we had to do in the editor. It's important that we call this vertical box like the code in our C++ code. So here we added the view building info widget. It's a user widget with a bind widget vertical box. This means this variable, this property is this vertical box. When we add a child to this vertical box in the code, it will be here in this widget. So this is how we connect the widget blueprint to the C++ code, and then we can basically add as much as children we want to the vertical box, and it will be added. And we can design the widget here, but we can add the code and the logic of the whole widget here in our C++ code. So what we have in this C++ code, we have native construct, which we are basically not using very much. In this construct, we start a timer which will update the information of our widget every 0.5 seconds. We can change this later. It's now for working. It's enough. And then we have a function set active building. So our controller hovers over an actor, a building actor, and then we'll set the active building here. We will see later the controller code, but now I'll stay here with the widget. So then we have the currently hovered building, and then every 0.5 seconds we update the information. We clear all children from the vertical box, and then we check is there a currently hovered building. If not, we don't need to update the information. And then our function checks out if there is a transit component, if there is a storage component, and if there is a demanding component in the building. And when there is a transit component in the building, we will show outgoing and incoming transitions. If there is a storage component, we show stored material, and if there is a demanding component, we will show input material. So this widget works for all buildings right now, and depending on the components they have. If there is no demanding component on the building, this code does nothing, and there are no text boxes added for demanding components. So now this is the widget itself. Like we said in the editor, this is added to the HUD widget. The HUD widget is this one. Has also a parent class that we can define which widget should be part of our HUD. And this HUD widget is controlled from our custom HUD. And here we can see if our custom game state view building info is active is true, then we will set the visibility of this widget to true and set the active building to the currently hovered building. And if not, we hide it and set the active building to null, that we don't use processing time for refreshing a hidden widget. It should be useless. So this is what we did in the HUD. It's not complicated, just hide it or set it visible. And then we check out the refresh HUD is called by our player controller. Our player controller has a tick which gets the hit results of our mouse position, and so we get the hit result of our mouse position, and then we check if the hit actor is a building. If it is a building, we set the view building info active boolean value to true, and we refresh the HUD with the new hovered building, and therefore we can set the information like we defined here, update information. So what we have to do, we should improve this scope. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 times this, almost the same code. So we will refactor this somehow that it's not copied that much. We will build a known function, but this will be not part of the video because I think everybody could do it. So if you have any question about widgets or about my project, feel free to leave a comment, and I hope I could help anybody, and I hope you had fun watching my video. Bye.